Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be going over my portfolio of my dividend stocks over on Trading 212. If you do enjoy the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and let's get into it. In my Trading 212 dividend portfolio, we currently have £18,754.73 and we're up by 10.55%, which is £1,789.90. And before we continue any further with this video, I'd like to go over my buys and sells that I've done in the month of July for my portfolio. And the one that we sold was Greencoat Energy. Now the problem is it's been pretty stagnant. It hasn't really moved. Yes, it pays a dividend once every quarter, but there's no growth within this stock, and I really don't see it moving anyway anytime in the near future. So I decided to remove it. And then this month we made buys on Gamma, Lord Debenture and Halfords, and all of these again are weighted for the pie. The targets aren't yet met within the pie of what I want to be holding of these, so I used the money from Greencoat plus a little extra and just topped up the positions on this. So let's get into the presentation. And before we continue any further with these slides, I'd just like to say, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to comment on the videos, like and subscribe. And for every person that does comment, you get entered into a draw, and every 100 subscribers that we hit, we do giveaways here on the channel. We've just hit 400, so we are due to do one this week. And again, of course, we'll do one at 500. And again, thank you for the support. So the first holdings within this pie that we hold on 212 is Legal and General, and to year-to-date change, they're up by 10.53%. My holdings is £3,659 with 1,440 shares, and my return is 12.47%, and these pay 2 dividends a year. One of my favourite stocks that I hold for dividends, so I have a decent sized position in this and I will continue to grow it in the future. The next one is NatWest. Year-to-date change, they're up by 27.23%, which is on a phenomenal run this year. I've got a holding of £2,866. My shares are 560, and my return percentage is 21.98%. So I got this at a golden time before it went on a run, and they pay 2 dividends a year. Aviva. Year-to-date change is up 35.32%. They're on an absolute run. I have £1,828 in there with 288 shares, and I'm up by 26.15% on my investment, and these guys pay 2 a year. Lord Debenture, year-to-date change up by 13.96%. My holdings are £1,552.75 with 154 shares. My return is 10.85%. Again, this was higher, but I've been dollar cost averaging into it. So even if the stock's up, it doesn't matter where it is in a pie. I just auto invest it in towards the targets. And these guys pay a quarterly dividend, so that's 4 a year. Next one is GSK. So they've just released earnings and they did push, so I went into a positive, but then they did fall back down again shortly after. This one, again, I plan on holding for a long time. The year-to-date change is up by 11.06%. So I didn't buy at the greatest of times, but it doesn't matter when it's a long time hold. My holding is £1,169.66, which is 84 shares. And I'm currently down by 2.66%, but it's okay. And it's 4 dividends a year. National Grid, the year-to-date change is 13.63%. I've got a holdings of £1,197.50, which is 110 shares. My return is 9.98% positive, and these guys pay 2 dividends a year. Gamma, which is one of the most prospect ones for me going down the line, year-to-date change is down by 29.67%. That is because they joined a London Stock Exchange from the previous exchange that was on, so it is worth looking into. The holdings I've got is £1,369.93 with 127 shares. Again, I am down by 6.61%, but it's a long time hold, and I really do think that this one's going to have some absolute phenomenal results down the line, and their earnings are upcoming, so I'm excited about that. And they pay 2 dividends a year. Tesco, year-to-date change, 15.12%. Got holdings of £1,559.83 with 368 shares, and I'm up by 18.55%, which goes to show this is again another solid stock that I've got a lot of conviction in. And the dividends are paid twice a year. 3i Infrastructure, the investment firm, year-to-date change, 11.34%. I have a holdings of £573.41 with 162 shares, and my return is 11.53%. So again, got this at a perfect time, and I pay 2 dividends a year. Bunzl, year-to-date change, 27.91% down. I've got holdings of £929.84 with 41.5 shares. I am down by 20%, which is all that does is give me a great opportunity to buy shares at a cheaper price once the other targets have been hit. And again, this was solely down to the tariffs and stuff in America and everything that was going on there. So again, it's not a massive concern for me now. And I plan to build out my position, and I pay 2 dividends a year. Franklin Resources, or Ben, are currently up year to date by 18%. I've got £444 in holdings and 97 pence, and the shares at 24.5. My return is up by 18.86%, so again, I've got this at a great place. But again, all my stocks I average up and down, so it's fine. So dollar costing effectively, and these pay 4 dividends a year. Halfords, the year-to-date change is 8.85%. They were going on a bit of a run, but it has dropped down recently. Nothing too concerning for me. My holding is £241.16, 169 shares, and my returns are up by 2.94%, and I pay 2 dividends a year. And the last stock, Vodafone, the year-to-date change is up by 30%. My holdings are £1,361.07. That's 1,642 shares, and my position is up by 18.18%. Pay 2 dividends a year. This stock I am rather excited with, because one of my growth holdings, if you are regular to the channel, is AST, and I have some great partnerships. So I do expect Vodafone in the future to be going a lot better than what it is, and it's been going on a phenomenal run for the last 12 months anyway. So here I've got the sheet that I throw together at the end of each month that I put all my dividends in, and it tracks it for me for year-on-year growth. So firstly, we've got National Grid at £34.26. We've got a payment from Vodafone for £32.10. GSK for £12.72. Franklin Resources Ben was £4.96. Bunzl was £22.33. 3 Infrastructure was £10.26. Lord Debenture paid us £5.70. And our S&P 500 ETF paid us £3.19. So for the total for the month is £125.52 for July. And if you do find this sheet useful in any way, shape or form you do want it, just leave me a comment down in the description. I can send you a link. So we're going on some pretty good growth for the year at £599.54 saved so far in dividends, which is not moanable for me. And if you do like the pie, you can find a link for that down in the description. If you did enjoy this video, again, please leave a like and comment on the video, and thank you very much for your time.